Stories to change the world. People see our tagline and they smile, nod. Sometimes they get excited about the vision. Sometimes they roll their eyes. Most often they ask, "So what do you do?" "Well, we run a theater company." Now they're really skeptical. A theater company? No one goes to the theater anymore. And even if they do, that's only what? 1,000 people a year? A couple thousand? If you're a really big theater. If you really want to change the world, you should make a movie or a TV show or something. Think bigger. So why theater? Why use that as our method of telling stories? Sure, movies and television have the potential to reach people all over the world. And there's a lot of good that mass media can do. But in a world of big, we're choosing small, intimate, in person. We're interested in what happens when we get in a room together. But I hear you say, we're in a room together when we watch movies. Yes, but it's different. This is an audience that's in a room together. It's the tellers of the tales as well. And whether you know it or not, an audience has a profound impact and effect on the way a story gets told every night. It's different every night. Studies have even shown that people's hearts actually sync up when they're experiencing theater together. That's both beautiful and profound. In a world that seems so divided, the simple act of hearts beating together sounds like hope. It sounds like a way forward. But there's another reason that we do theater. It's because after we've experienced this story together, we then have an opportunity to talk about it. But I hear you say, I talk about the movies after I go see them with my friends. The conversations that happen after each of the stories that Uprising tells aren't just conversations between friends. They aren't something that happens in private in the car on the way home. They're all of us, friends, strangers, people from different walks of life and political persuasions and genders and races coming together to discuss, to share, to process what we've just experienced together. It's something that just doesn't happen after a movie or at home alone watching Netflix. You don't just see a show and then go out for drinks. You engage in an entire experience. You see a story told right in front of you. You converse with the people around you, the ones you came with and the ones you just met. And then you make a decision. What am I going to do before I leave? What am I walking away with? And there's the last piece, one of the pieces that makes Uprising so unique, our relationships with organizations in our community. We call them our next step partners. They aren't just there to table. It's not to raise awareness. It's not lip service. So we can say, hey, look, we're engaged. No, these next step partners are an integral part of why and how we do the work that we do. They're there for you, so that as you feel moved to action, it's easy for you to take the next step. They are an answer to the question, so what do we do about all of this? They say, here, do this, we need this, you can help out right now. We are a theater company because we want to build a community together. We want to be involved locally. And because we believe always that change starts here, locally, in this city, in this neighborhood, on this street, in this room, in our hearts and minds. We start to change the world right here with a story, then a conversation, and then an action.